Yo, what is going on, guys? I'm here with my client, Caden. He's been working with me for about, I want to say, 2 to 3 months. Caden, if you want to introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. My name is Caden. I've been working with Joe for about 3 months now, I'd say. It's been going very good.
Yeah, so as you guys could probably see from the last video with Nino, the last client interview, we went over Nino's exact strategy, what he did step to step. So we're going to do pretty similar in this video as well with Caden here and exactly the step to step process he took, what it's been like since joining in the program. So yeah, we're pretty much just going to jump into everything. The first part of the video is just going to be overall the interview. If you guys just want to skip to the main value portion, how everything works, then by all means, just go ahead and skip into the video. But yeah, so just to jump into it, man, like, I guess tell the people, where were you actually at when you came to me back in the end of February, like towards March? Like, where were you actually at with that?
Yeah, so when I first joined up, I had only sold like one client. I made like 750 bucks. I just didn't know like how to actually get qualified leads, and I was just posting organic content. I was like, bro, this is not working. I'm not getting any views, like, etc. And then I saw his ad, and he was running ads, so he caught my attention. Then I ended up in his DMs, and then I started running ads myself, and then DMs started flooding in. Basically, what I was struggling with is couldn't get leads, and now I got a bunch of leads.
Yeah, bro, and tell the people about it too, like what the actual day to day life looked like for you. I mean, you came from another mentor as well, but like you were also working your job at that time too, right?
Yeah, so I mean, basically back then I was working my job, was putting in like 40, 50 hours a week. It sucked, and then I would come back, just try to push out as much organic content as I could, and was getting absolutely nowhere. But then I found Joe, and he's like, you really don't have to post organic. You can just run ads, and people are just going to be funneled through your account. So it saved a lot of time for me, and then I was finally able to quit my job because I was making enough money from this. So I literally was not even having to post organic content, just run ads, and people just funnel through to your DMs.
Yeah, and I guess like break it down too. Like, what would you say to anyone out there who's in a similar position? Maybe they're working like long hours and they want to actually get started with online fitness coaching or even scaling. Like, what advice would you give to them?
Honestly, you got to go all in. Like, in order to make this something, you have to be able to go all in and spend your time in your DMs, taking calls, making a good ad, etc. You just got to go all in on this because it will pan out. If you take that risk on yourself, it is going to pan out. I promise.
Yeah, and like, what was the actual process like for you? I guess like actually getting started. Like, were the results coming pretty quick for you? Like, how did actually everything pan out as you began to make that transition into quitting your job?
I mean, so yeah, I quit my job and then I was talking to Joe. I figured out how to make the VSL. I figured out how to film a good ad. He helps you actually get a good script for your ad, etc. And then once you have that good ad, you post it and then things just come flying through. Very simple.
Yeah, bro. And I guess like run the people too. Like when you first started initially running the ads and everything like that, like I mean, how did the results start flooding in? Like how fast did you actually start seeing people come to you and like how quick was it until you actually closed your first call too?
I think as soon as you post the ad, it takes a little bit to get running, but then like probably 2 hours after, you're gonna start seeing DMs come through. Like at that time, I was running like two ads, so I was getting close to like maybe 15 DMs a day. You just talk to them.
Yeah, exactly that, bro. And on top of that, like, being able to help people out as well, with everything there too, right? So
Yeah,
I
and
guess like what was the biggest thing in terms of where you were at and actually like taking the action to want to get help from where you were at? Like what was the mindset change you needed to go through? Like how did all that look for you?
I mean, just seeing how his ad pulled me to his account, I want to do the same with other people. Like it seems pretty simple. You gotta push content out to your ideal audience in order to get them to see your page because organic's not gonna know who to send it to. It's just gonna, the algorithm is gonna send it to whoever. But when you make an ad, it's gonna go to the people that you want it to go to, which is going to then bring the people that you want.
Right, bro. And like for somebody right now who's actually like on the fence of maybe they're wanting to start like a similar position to you, and actually starting their fitness coaching business from working a full-time job and let's say they're on the fence about maybe actually getting help or even wanting to start the business, like what advice would you actually give to someone who's maybe in that position?
Like if you know what you're doing around fitness, if you know how to actually help other people, then you need to go all in. Like you need to get a mentor. If you don't know what to do, get a mentor. They know exactly what to do. They've done what you're trying to do. So work with someone, get that knowledge.
100%, bro. And like I guess with that being said too, like if you didn't actually go through and maybe join this program, like where do you actually think you'd be right now?
I mean, probably still working at my job. I would probably still be at my job. I would still be just trying to post organic content, trying to do what I can. but I probably wouldn't be seeing the results that I'm looking for that I now have with joining your program and running ads and knowing how to properly run an ad to get your ideal audience into your DMs.
Right, bro. And I mean, with that being said, too, man, like this, like the last like 3-4 days alone, like you've already made like what, like $2,000-ish so far from just the last 2-3 days.
Yeah.
Right, and that's like, I mean, dude, for most people, that's what they're making at like a month in their job, you know. So now that you took the risk, you put in the work, you know, things are just a complete night and day difference, you know. I guess like let me ask you, bro, like what are you most proud of about your journey and taking the next steps and actually, you know, achieving a lot as well? Like what makes you most proud about everything?
I mean, just being able to like have all these people around you calling you crazy, calling you cringe, and then you're out here making their whole month wage in 2 days. Like people say like, "Oh, what are you doing posting content? Oh, that's so cringy." But then you make their whole wage in 2 days. And you're doing something that you actually like. You're doing something that you're passionate about. That's the biggest thing to me. Is doing something that I'm actually passionate about and having that financial freedom that I'm working towards every day.
Yeah, and I want to jump into this a little bit more into like the mindset of what it actually was. Like, what was it like? Because I remember that text message you gave me, bro, and you were like, "Yo, I just quit my job." Like, what was that actual mindset like when you actually quit your job, bro? Like, what were those next days like feeling like for you? Like, how did, you know, what was like the mindset with that?
You know, you feel free. Like you know that there's a lot of work that's coming towards you, but when you're doing work that you're actually passionate about, it does not feel like work. Like every time I show up, I go to the gym, I film, I do whatever it is, I take these calls. It does not feel like work because I'm actually passionate about it. When you find something that you're actually passionate about, it doesn't feel like work. And that's the whole meaning of life is being able to work that doesn't feel like work. And it's your income. When you're doing a job that you don't like, you're not passionate about that. That just sucks. I know exactly how it feels putting in 50 hours in a job that you absolutely hate. You hate being there. You hate working for someone. You hate having to be told when to go to lunch. But after you quit, you feel free. You're doing something that you're passionate about. You take lunch when you want. You go do whatever you want, whenever you want.
Yeah, that's facts. And dude, another thing too, bro, like having the courage, having the confidence to do that, like look where you're at now, you know? Like what they say is you know, there's no risk without a reward, right? So you have to be willing, or there's no reward without taking the risk, right? So it all came down to you taking that jump and making it happen, and that's what, you know, got you to where you're at right now, and having the right blueprint, taking the next steps every single day, taking the right work. So yeah, man, I'm super proud of the progress you've made as well. And this next month, I mean, we'll be shooting for a 20K month hopefully. So yeah, I know we got the system down. So glad to definitely see that. But yeah, bro, I appreciate you for your time as well, man. And super glad to have you as a client. And this next portion of the video for a lot of you guys who are watching is going to be more value based. So we're going to jump into Caden's exact process, what we took him through, and actually building out his offer, solidifying his VSL, even running the ads, everything fully broken down. So yeah, dude. With that being said, I appreciate your time. And any last words you want to send out to the people?
Just take that risk. If you actually know what you're doing at the gym and you can confidently say you can help someone else, then take that leap. If you know what you're doing, you have the physique to show it, jump in and do it. I'm telling you.
Hell yeah, bro. But yeah, other than that, we'll jump into the second portion of the video. But appreciate your time, man. All right, guys. So as you guys can see here, this is Caden's account. Essentially, this is how he was able to generate thousands of dollars. Essentially, quit his job working full-time construction to go online with online fitness coaching. So what we've done is what most people think with online fitness coaching is you have to set up some sort of website to get your coaching out there, everything like that. But I want you to think of your actual Instagram account as the website essentially. So it's almost like a funnel where you're gonna have people come to you, they can see your account, everything like that. So with Caden specifically, you're probably wondering like, how did we actually go about doing this? So first thing we did was we actually started building out value in his offer. So we needed to find exactly who he could help out. So the first thing we did was we found out exactly who he could help out, what he could do for them, and how he could actually help them. So simple as that. And then from there, we started building value in his content based around that exact offer. So these videos, if someone were to click on them, they could get direct value from what they need to know and exactly how they could help someone out. On top of that as well, what we then started doing is running hyper specific ads for his exact niche and exactly helping them, you know, essentially make that transformation, go from working a full-time job to actually, you know, going into essentially learning how to get in shape, right? Same sort of thing. So you can see here he has constant new leads coming to him every single day. These are from 5 days ago, 2 days ago, 1 day ago, right? All new leads from everywhere, essentially all over the place, right? So Caden actually came to me, and he had came from another mentor as well, and that mentor kind of sent him down the route of just doing organic. And what we found is that organic itself doesn't just work, but you also need to combine paid advertising on top of that. And on top of that as well, we found a way to display his testimonials through his page. So if someone came across his page, they could see everything in terms of how he's actually helping his clients. They seen his exact journey and what he took. And that's how we were able to find his niche as well. Now, with that being said, from what you guys have maybe seen from the last video, we also helped Caden build out a YouTube ecosystem and what we call the long form VSL. So just to kind of show you what that actually looks like in terms of the program and where we actually got him to the step of that. So we gave him the exact VSL template. We gave him examples of VSL videos. We gave him the exact place to record it as well. And that's essentially was able to actually nurture his actual potential clients a lot more as well. So on top of that, we also took him the exact step-to-step process that you guys seen in the last video with Nino and how we actually help him able to build out his offer, his program, his marketing, everything like that. And that's why Caden was able to essentially quit his job, and now he's going to scale past just 10K per month and actually get to 20, 30K per month, is because he knows exactly what works and exactly how to convert people over as well. So with that being said, if you guys have any questions about how Caden made this transformation with his coaching business and getting it started, even quitting his job, then feel free to shoot me a message on Instagram and we'll go over any sort of clarifications, anything like that further for you guys as well. So by all means, I appreciate all of you guys for watching this video, and yeah, I hope you guys were able to gain a ton of value from this. And if you feel free to drop a like, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys want to see on the channel, and yeah, I appreciate all of you guys for watching.